Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly update video, and per usual I've got some stuff to show you. If you kept up with my channel, I did a couple other videos this week. I did the one on Majorette versus pretty much every other brand in that price range that we can get here in the US. If you didn't get a chance to check it out, check it out. It's a pretty cool video. It's a long one, but there is a lot of information in it, and I had a lot of fun doing it, so pretty cool. Then a couple days ago, I got a box in the mail, an REOK from an Instagrammer. That was pretty cool, pretty random, and that was a fun one to do. So I'm actually going to show a couple of the vehicles that were in that box, these MIJOs. We'll take a look at these close up a little bit in the second segment here. There's those. Oh, and then this GTO he also picked me up, so that's pretty cool. Love this car. So there's that. I got a couple of other things in the mail this week. I got an order from AutoWorldStore.com, which consisted of this hobby exclusive, this hobby exclusive, and these two Mustangs. So I got that in the mail. I already had one of each of these, so we're going to crack these in the second half. I also got in the mail a pre-order, which was this hobby exclusive and this hobby exclusive, which is more GT40s. These are the MIJO exclusives, MJ Toys. We're actually going to crack these in the second half too. So we're going to crack these, we're going to crack those other 4 GTs, and then I'm going to show you the other GT40s in my collection. So love this casting. AutoWorld does a great job. Did they need to put out 3 versions of that Golf one? I don't know, but either way, looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, and there was these 2 cars were also in that REOK that was sent to me for that Instagrammer, so I will go ahead and crack those in the second half of the video. As far as store pickups, I picked up this as to be part of that Majorette video, and never cracked it. So this was going to be a representative of JDM Toys. I showed it in that comparison video, but I didn't open it. So I'm going to open this sucker up. And then I also went back and I picked up one of these JDM Tuner Supras because I thought it looked pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and crack this in the second half of the video as well. Let's see here. Did score a couple of things at a Toys R Us. Found 2 of the Majorette chase pieces. Now, these aren't really chases, I would say. I don't know, maybe they're limited or what. I think there's one of these in each case of its type. So in the case of premium cars, I think the white GTR appears once in those cases. So I picked up that, and then this one is the other one from the racing cars series. This is the Audi A1 in white. There's only one of these in a case of the racing cars. Now the other series they have out, the limited, that one, if you find it, is the Audi R8 in like a satin blue. That's the only one I'm missing, so if I find that, then I will have all of them. I don't know if I'm going to keep these carded or what for now. I think I'm going to keep them carded just for a little bit, just to see what happens with these things, see if Majorette sticks around or not, and see what goes on. Other store finds. Went out looking for the Auto Japan series, and I found this model kit chase, one of 750. So that is pretty cool. Probably going to trade this to a local collector. Jeremy Bolter likely is probably where this will end up going. He's an M2 collector. You guys know I'm not super big on M2, so I'll probably trade that. But speaking of M2, I did also find these. So here's your Japan set. I picked up the whole box. There was no chase in the box. But I picked up a set for me and a set for my buddy Crazy Todd. Crazy Todd's out of town right now and could not go hunting this weekend, so he missed out on these hitting. I also gave a heads up to my buddy Suresh that these were hitting, and man did he score. He found the Raw, the 1 of 250 Skyline, and then he also found the Bluebird, 1 of 750. So he found 2 out of 3 chases at out of 3 stores that he went to. So that was pretty good. And then he just told me that he was going to REOK me the Bluebird chase. I'm like, you don't have to do that, Suresh. But, of course, he insists. So he's going to give that to me. So I'll probably have that by next week, and I'll show that to you. Not as if you did not already see it. Now I'll take these cars out of this box, and we'll take a quick, brief, close look at them. In the next segment, I'm going to talk about them a little bit, but these have pretty much been saturating the YouTube, so don't really need to talk about them too much. Now, oh, and my buddy Josh also went to Walmart, and he found the third one, the Datsun, the Z. What do they have it as in this one? Yeah, the Nissan Fairlady Z. So he found the Fairlady Z Chase at another Walmart, and then the day after that, he found a hauler Chase. So lots of M2 Chases found in this last week. I got one, and it was a model kit, but that's pretty cool. Anyway, so found those. Everybody's going gaga over them. Glad I was able to pick them up. This next stuff, we are going to go ahead and crack all of it in the next segment. I've got, this is from Replay Toys, which is a small little resale toy shop, vintage toy shop that recently moved locations and reopened, so I wanted to check them out. I haven't checked them out since they moved. Picked up this green light. This is from County Roads, Series 6. So it's a Firebird. No, I gotta have it. So we'll go ahead and crack that, take a look at it, and then I picked up some Johnny Lightnings. I picked up this Chevy Malibu. That's pretty sweet. Picked up this Dodge Monaco Taxi. And the only reason why I picked it up is because it says Ace Taxi or Ace Cab on the side. Well, my dad's nickname is Ace. Back in the day, he used to be a pretty decent little southpaw pitcher, and people called him Ace. He didn't play like in the majors or anything, but anyway, he was a good pitcher, and actually continues to coach baseball, or did continue to coach baseball for a long time. So there's that. And then I got this Demolition Derby car. I thought this was pretty cool. This was the Plymouth Fury. So that's pretty neat. We'll crack that. And this GTO I thought was pretty crazy looking. So we will go ahead and crack that in the next segment. So that's going to be it for this. We'll go ahead and crack some cars and take a close look at some stuff as usual. Alright, so let's start by taking a quick look at some of these little MIJO design cars. These were sent to me by Jimmy Whitfield. On Instagram he goes by, oh man, Godzilla Jr. and a bunch of numbers. Sorry, I don't have that memorized, but anyway, I got it listed on the video where these were given to me. So check that out. And if you want to check him out on Instagram, go for it. Just going to go through these real quick. These are, I believe these are all MIJO design series, and I think these were found at Target. At least some of them were. These might have been part of the MIJO All-Stars lineup. But these are pretty cool. Metal bodies, plastic bases, rubber tires, exaggerated features, but really cool looking vehicles. Here's a Corvette. So I dig those. I did talk about this brand as well in my Battle for Your Diecast dollar video. Here's a Nomad. This one's pretty sweet. It's got an opening hood. These wheels are awesome. Pick up some extra one of these sometimes or something like that to use these wheels for customs. But that is pretty sweet. And then this Dodge Challenger. Looking pretty nice as well. This one's got an opening hood as well. I don't know, these are cool cars. They're definitely larger than 1/64 scale. Which, yeah, that bothers me a little bit, but they're not as big as Jada stuff, so still pretty cool. So there's your MIJO All-Stars. So there are those. Next, I just got a couple of quick little Hot Wheels to crack. I didn't actually collect Hot Wheels in 2013. That's when this came out. So I don't think I have this Corvette. I do like this Corvette casting, though. It's an old one. And it's a pretty nice color green. Looks pretty cool for a mainline, I think. Not bad. He also gave me this GTO. This GTO I was missing for my collection. I've got the blue one, the gold one, and the white one. Of course, I don't have the white Lightnings. That would be crazy. But this is such a cool casting. It's so awesome. And I love Pontiac GTOs, so that's pretty awesome. And then we got this Dodge Charger RT carded. We'll go ahead and crack this open. This is from 2011. I definitely did not collect in 2011. That's pretty cool. Dig it. In purple. Another one to add to the loose collection. So that is pretty neat. Next up, I'll show you just real quick. Here are the two hobby exclusive Mustangs. And they're limited to 1 of 1248 apiece, right? And so these are hobby exclusive. They're only found at online retailers, basically. Or hobby stores, I guess. I don't know what hobby stores. I don't have anything around me that will carry them. They're not carried at like Hobby Lobby or anything like that. So this is the 1984 Ford Mustang SVO, and you get it in silver and in black. If you notice on the back of the card, it does show you what the release one is. It says in stores now. Well, tell me where those are found, because I have not seen these at any store yet. This 2017 Deluxe Release 1. These used to be at Walmart for like $2.97, and I wish they would pop up at my Walmart, because I would buy a lot of them. Anyway, I'd buy duplicates of each one, probably to have one loose and one carded, but haven't shown up anywhere. So the interesting thing too is it's got an 85 Ford Mustang that's in the exact same color as this. So it's the exact same casting, basically, very similar tooling. The only difference is the headlights. And I'll have to show you that in another video because I didn't get the other one out. I do have the other one. And the other one, the headlights are like kind of like flush with the front, and these ones are kind of like set back inside. So that's your difference between the two. Other than that, they're both black. And that's it. So there's those. Now let's talk about some Ford GTs. We're going to go ahead and crack these. Let's crack those two. I'm sorry, I got to take a drink here. I've had kind of a upper respiratory infection, a bit of a cold of sorts. And man, my throat just has not been right, so it's all scratchy. We're going to go ahead and open up these. Now again, these are hobby exclusive in the same way that those Mustangs are. These are limited to $12.48 each. They come in the standard Auto World packaging. In addition to that, the back of the card shows what's in stores. So there's that. So these are the hobby exclusive, which I do really dig that they are releasing more cars. There's a lot more releases this year than there have been in the past. Excuse me. So, here this is. It's the Golf GT40 without the number. So I think it looks pretty awesome, pretty nice and clean that way. We're going to compare it to its brothers here in a second. So there's that, and then this is the other hobby exclusive color that you can get. It's just black with a gray stripe and black wheels. Go ahead and open that. Also limited to $12.48. And it does have the same basic rear card art on it. We're showing the other thing, and it says hobby exclusives. It kind of explains what's going on there, which I'm not going to read it to you right now, mostly because of the condition of my voice. And there, that is in black. And that looks really, really nice. And when these first came out, this was my favorite of this Ford GT. Until we got the MIJO exclusives. So let's take a look at the MIJO exclusive Ford GTs. And we got two of them. So there's a Golf one. This one's no number, but got the circle. And we'll take a look at all three in just a second. The other thing different about these is they're in clamshell packaging, much like a green light. They still come with a cool collector box, which is great. I'd be angry, actually, if they didn't come with one. And then here it is. Now, there's a couple other subtle differences, and we'll get into that in a second. But here is the Golf one. Let's go ahead and open up the other one, the black one, just right here. So there's the black one. It's got a black card, which looks awesome. And we'll go ahead and open up that. Pull that out. Again, comes with a collector box. That's pretty sweet. And it is the same black color as the one behind you, but there are some definite differences here. Obvious differences, you know, the number and the wheels. So the wheels on this are kind of a gold with Goodyear tires. Looks very, very awesome. This is probably this is my favorite version. And then this one's got no numbers, just the gray stripe, and then it's got the painted black rims with chrome outline. So really cool. but this one is just super nice. I've seen like 124 scale versions of this, or not 124, 118 scale. I think Shelby Collectibles makes one. And I think I've seen it at Toys R Us. And man, that is tempting to pick up because it looks so beautiful. But this is just a nice little miniature version of that. So very, very cool. And then of course, the other two that were already released in the basic main line, or the in-stores release, is the Golf one with the number 7 on it. We'll take a look at these three together in a second. And then this cool one with the number 27 on it in white. So that is cool that the hobby exclusives, as far as for the set Bs, are way different than this one. I'm glad they didn't just do this one without a number on it. That would have been kind of lame. So it is pretty cool. So here's your set Bs. You got the white one, 27. Black one without a number and black wheels. Black one with a number and gold wheels and Goodyear tires. This one is just so awesome. And then the 3 Golf ones. So the differences in the 3 Golf ones is you got one with a number, orange wheels with chrome rim or chrome outline. So there's that one. You got the one with chrome outline, orange wheels, and no numbers, no circles. And then you got the one with just the circles, no numbers, Goodyear tires, no chrome outline, and orange. So there's your differences between the 3. Did they really need to put out 3 of these things? I don't know, but of course I bought them, and of course I got 2 of each of them. I've got another set of these coming from AO Toys. Shout out to my buddy Will. He's going to have some of these available, both of these, both the MIJO ones available. So if you guys want those, hit him up on Instagram, or just hit me up and I'll tell you how to get a hold of them. And then just for giggles, we had to bring out these, though. This is from the Premium Release 1 for Auto World. And these are the 2 original releases of the GT40. One in red, 72, and one in this sweet blue color with a 72. Just an awesome casting, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. And that's not including the Ultra Reds. I do have the Ultra Red of this one, of this first release, but there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to get. There's the Ultra Red that would be for this release, which is the same thing. This is the in-store release. There is only one Ultra Red for both of these. There's no one for this, one for that. So that's one, which is going to be red with orange tires and the number 7. There is an Ultra Red for this. There is an Ultra Red for this. There is an Ultra Red for this. And there's an Ultra Red for this. And they're all different. So there you go. Have fun. 5 Ultra Reds I need to get. So that's ridiculous, but definitely will try to get them all. Why not? So it's my favorite brand, and this is one of my favorite castings by my favorite brand. So of course I'm going to go after them. Okay, real quick, moving along. Of course this is not ending up being a short video. I was going to unscrew this, and we'll take a look at it, but no, I'm not going to because we're kind of running out of time here. We're already at 10 minutes and 50 seconds for this segment, which means we're almost at 20 minutes already. But real quick look at this. These are pretty cool. I will unscrew this. This one does have plastic tires. Or no, those are rubber. It does have rubber tires. I thought it was a cool Lamborghini, so I picked it up. I kind of wanted to pick up the semi-truck Optimus Prime, but I didn't. So just got that one. Not going to unscrew it from the base right now, but it is pretty cool. And then, of course, we picked up the Supra from the JDM series. That's pretty neat. Series, again, is kind of cool. Jade is kind of cool, but man, they're big scale. I just don't like that big scale. So that's too bad. And then next up, we got this from your County Road Series 6. This cool Trans Am. Go ahead and open the hood on that. Looks pretty awesome. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video right now, and we'll come back with the rest of it because I don't want to get cut off in the middle of it and have a weird chop thing go on. So just hang on a second. Okay, let's crack some Johnnies before moving on to the M2 Auto Japan series. We'll talk briefly about those, and that'll be it for this video. But let's crack some Johnny Lightning first. This is a 1981 Chevy Malibu, and this is, I don't know what era this is from. 2009 is the copyright date on the back of this card. It's these little cards. These are cheaper Johnnies. I don't know if they were like $3 or $4 in the store, but they're pretty awesome. I think this one actually has a, no, that is plastic. So it's got a plastic base, plastic tires. It's got an opening hood though, a bunch of detail in there as far as in the mold. Not a bunch of painted detail or anything, but pretty cool looking little Malibu. I thought it looked pretty nice. Thought it was a nice looking little Johnny Lightning, so I went ahead and picked that one up. Fair amount of detail, and it was pretty cheap, so really cool. I dig it. So I thought that was pretty neat. I love picking up weird Johnny Lightnings, and I know Heavy Metal 164. I know you can relate, buddy. You enjoy your oddball Johnny Lightnings. I actually did pick up one Johnny from this place for you, if you're watching this. But I didn't show it. I'm not going to show it. And here this is. This is a Plymouth Fury. Demolition Derby. I think these are wild. I love the wild scheme on this. Looks like almost spray painted tires. Hood opens on this. Again, this one's got rubber tires with tread, plastic base, metal body. I think it's a pretty cool looking car. I dig it. Demolition Derby series is pretty neat. A bunch of cool stuff in that series. So that was a cool Johnny to find. And then this one, the Ace Cab, Dodge Monaco. Man, they have so many versions of this Dodge Monaco. So does Greenlight. So if you're a big fan of the Dodge Monaco, Greenlight and Johnny Lightning are the brand to collect for you guys. Ace Cab number 503. Pretty basic Johnny, but it does have rubber tires with tread, plastic base, metal body, and opening hood if we can get it open. Ouch! I just hit myself just right in the knuckle for that to hurt. Ew, I'm definitely not going to... This is one of those ones where I'm just not going to force it because it's really tight right when you get it right to there. So, big deal. It opens. We don't really need to see the inside. It's going to be a black mold of an engine. So, Ace Cab, I thought that was pretty neat. So, got that one. And then lastly, I like my GTOs, the Going Goat. This is kind of a crazy Johnny Lightning casting. This thing was only $3. This does have rubber tires with tread, metal body, metal base. Comes with a POG. Just kidding. It comes with whatever this is. You guys remember POGs? Alright, so anyway, and then there's this, the Going Goat. I got it because it was cool. It's a GTO, and it's in crazy whacked out colors. This one has no opening features to it. Kind of a Pro Street version or whatever of a GTO, and I think it looks pretty nice. So I picked it up because I liked it. So that's it, and I still like it. So that's pretty cool. I might take cool pictures of this one. I bet you I can get this to look pretty cool on camera. So there's that, and next up, I guess let's talk about these M2s. All right, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of M2. I don't necessarily dog them publicly too much. If you talk to me in private, you know that I do. But this series is pretty nice. It is really nice. And I'm not going to open it up. I'm going to put it right back in its little box that I got it in. And I'm just going to let it sit for a while. And maybe it'll stay in my collection. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But I do pretty much like these cars. I do dig them. If I find any extras, I will pick up a couple just to have loose. Just to really break them out and take a real good look at them. I can tell you one thing I don't like off the bat with this casting, and that's those mirrors. Oh, and I should also mention, too, this is a Walmart exclusive series. There's 8,800 pieces. That's a lot, okay? That is a ton, especially when I'm coming from collecting Auto World, where they only have about 1,500 pieces per car in each release. So they put out a ton of these, and they plan on selling a ton of these, and you know what? Good for them on that, because they will definitely make some money on this series. The other series that's coming out is a MIJO exclusive with these 3 same castings that I'm about to show you, or that you've already seen probably 100 times, even though they only been out for a week. But the MIJO exclusive ones have different liveries or different styles, so I'll show those when I get them. I don't know how limited those are, but anyway, here's this casting. This is the Skyline GTR. If you're lucky enough, you found a version of this that was raw, unpainted, with Japanese symbols on the side, and I think it has red tires, I want to say. I think they're red. Anyway, if you find that, That one is one of 250, and you could probably get a good 250 bucks for it, for $1 for each one of them made, if you wanted to sell it. So there is that, and awesome luck to Suresh. I'm so cool. It's so cool that he found that one. Then here is the Nissan Bluebird 1600. The other cool thing about this series is they did do one in a racing thing, one in a civilian model, and I think that that's pretty neat that they did go that route. Again, these mirrors in the front, I'd almost rather not have them. If you look really close at these, they're like super glued on. At least they appear to be. And I don't know if they have anything sticking down in the metal at all to really support them. So that's part of why I'm really afraid to take these out of the package. Just because I feel like they'll break. But I will be getting the chase of this one gifted to me from Suresh, so I'm excited for that. Those are 1 to 750. And here are those two. And then lastly, probably my favorite casting of the three, because I've just always been a Z fan. You got your 70 Nissan Fairlady Z, Z432. Very neat. Again, got those mirrors. They didn't really need to put those on there. And if they did put them on, I wish they would have cast them in. And then a more racing version, and of course there's a chase of this casting as well. And it's got like Japanese writing on the side here. It's the green one with, colors of tires. I don't remember. I think it's red. I don't know. Is it red on all of them? It's red on the Bluebird. Yeah, I think it's red. So anyway, there's these. Yeah, it's a pretty cool series. It's a pretty cool set. If you were lucky enough to get a chase, that's pretty awesome. If you don't collect them and you were lucky enough to get a chase, it'll be a nice little trade payday for you. So that is pretty neat in and of itself. And that's going to be it for this video. So thank you guys again for watching another week of my Diecast weekly episodes. I know these videos are long, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching it till the end if you do. And if you don't, that's okay too. And yeah, I'll stop dragging it on then. Enjoy your week.